Ever wondered why brothers can be so annoying? Well, you're not alone. It's a universal experience, this sibling rivalry, an age-old phenomenon that has puzzled many. Even Cain and Abel had their differences, right? So what's the deal with brothers? Why are they bent on making our lives a bit more interesting, shall we say? Today, we're diving deep into the psychological reasons behind your brother's annoying behaviors. So buckle up and stick around to understand why your brother just can't stop annoying you. First off, it's not just you. Science has a lot to say on why brothers can be so annoying. Let's dive into the world of sibling rivalry, a phenomenon as old as time itself. Sibling rivalry is essentially a competition, a tug-of-war for parental attention. You see, from a psychological perspective, your parents' attention is a scarce resource, and just like in the wild, siblings compete for these resources. It's a survival instinct hardwired into our DNA. Then there's the factor of age and maturity. Often, age gaps between siblings can lead to differences in interests and understanding, causing friction. An older brother might find his younger sibling's interests childish, while the younger one might feel left out or misunderstood. And of course, we can't overlook the role of personality differences. Imagine trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. That's what it's like when two completely different personalities are expected to get along seamlessly. One might be an extrovert, always seeking excitement, while the other could be an introvert, preferring quiet and solitude. These differences can make coexistence challenging, to say the least. Lastly, let's not forget the environment. Growing up in the same household doesn't mean you've had the same experiences. Different experiences shape different perspectives, and these perspectives can clash, leading to misunderstandings and arguments. So it's not all in your head. There are real, tangible reasons why your brother might be getting on your nerves. Ever notice how your younger brother just loves to get under your skin? That's no coincidence. Age and maturity levels, you see, play a significant role in this sibling saga. Younger siblings often find themselves in the shadow of their elder counterparts. And what better way to step into the limelight than by being, well, annoying? It's a cry for attention, a plea for validation. They see you, their older sibling, as a role model, someone they aspire to be. And sometimes the quickest route to get your attention is by pushing your buttons, by being a bit of a pest. It's their way of saying, hey, look at me, I'm here too. It's not always about being annoying for annoyance's sake, but more about seeking that connection, that bond. So next time your little bro is bugging you, remember, he might just be looking up to you. But what about those times when your brother isn't just being annoying but seems to be your polar opposite? Let's dive into that. Personality clashes among siblings are as common as peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You're an introvert who loves a good book, and he's an extrovert who can't sit still. You're all about order and routine, and he lives in a world of chaos. These differences can lead to misunderstandings, and can make your brother seem even more annoying. But here's the twist. These clashes aren't all bad. In fact, they can be a catalyst for personal growth. When you're constantly exposed to a personality that's different from yours, you're forced to adapt, to compromise, to see the world from a different perspective. It's like a workout for your empathy muscles and a crash course in conflict resolution. So, even though your brother's personality might drive you up the wall, it's also helping you grow as a person. So, we've covered a lot of ground today. Let's recap. We've delved into the science of sibling rivalry, the invisible tug-of-war that seems to be a natural part of growing up with brothers. You've learned how evolutionary biology plays a part, pushing brothers to compete for resources, attention, and even your parents' affection. We've also explored how age and maturity factor into this dynamic. If you're the older sibling, you've probably felt the pressure of setting an example, and for the younger ones, constantly living in the shadow of an older sibling can be just as trying. And then there's the whole issue of personality clashes. Sometimes it's not about who got the last piece of cake or who's the favorite. It's about two different people trying to understand each other. Understanding these factors doesn't make your brother any less annoying, but it does give you a better understanding of why he acts the way he does. And who knows, maybe next time he's driving you crazy, you'll be able to take a step back and see the bigger picture. Be sure to hit that like or subscribe button and keep being curious, beautiful, and continue learning. Check out some of my other videos and keep staying curious.